What's going on, you guys? Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So just before we get into this one, if you could let me know how my sound quality is with this microphone. I'm a little bit concerned that with all of the traveling I've been doing, this microphone's taken some kind of damage from maybe the x-ray machines, maybe the high altitude, maybe the consistent amount of moving around inside the smaller case I was taking for all of my work gear. But again, let me know, because the algorithm on YouTube is very certain on what it wants in sound quality. And from what I understand, this will actually dictate and determine where the algorithm places us, if it even places us anywhere to begin with. And with Terra Classic being such a booming ecosystem, if you will, lots of tools, lots of dApps, protocols, games, there's tokens, there's all kinds of different things that are readily available for someone like you the user, to come and stake that claim, if you will. Follow the new age American dream. You can do this on Terra Classic. There's not many ecosystems where you can actually go and do that. Yeah, you might be able to go and build something, but can you really become a validator? Are you going to be able to rise up on Solana? Of course not. It's already boomed. You need to get involved with something and really believing something bigger than yourself. So going forward, I just wanted to get a quick video out there, really do some price technical analysis. But the phased approach to establish on-chain liquidity for USDC on Terra Classic has passed. And at this moment in time, what we should really hope for as an entire ecosystem right now is that this thing goes off without a hitch. There's no disgruntledness, there's no upset holders, there's not a divided community. As these payouts move from the community pool to the sub-DAO pool, and they begin to make payouts to these dexes, and the signers of the sub pool inside that sub-DAO are going to obviously be the ones that benefit from it. So from my perspective, I try not to apply Murphy's Law to this, but at the same time, at the back of my head, what can go wrong will go wrong. And it's so many times that you've actually put all of these people together previously, and it's not ended well. But from my perspective, the most bullish thing right now, considering we could be walking into alt season, is, like I said, this thing goes off without a hitch. And although I was a no with a veto, right, I've said this many times, if something passes through governance and it's got general support out there, we're going to do our best to just push this thing forward and just try to report on the positives. If there's a little bit confusion with the payments, we'll try and break those down. We'll do live streams, and we'll be there for you, the community, to ensure that you're not confused at any point, and that you understand where the money's going, what it's going towards, and is it beneficial? Is this really going to be something that benefits the third party? Will that third party then growing actually benefit the ecosystem? And starting to really link everything together. I keep thinking about this money flow advanced system that we built, and how we could actually apply that to every project that's really plugged into the chain. Wouldn't it be cool to have the crypto bubbles, if you will, of Terra Classic, where we can actually see inside our chain, we can see external to our chain, we can see all the third-party apps that are plugged in. Those are the different kind of tools that really make me quite bullish, because you can start to show everybody the intricacies, the depths, the dApps, the protocols, all of the positive things that are out there, instead of having to go through tab after tab after tab and sort of breaking everything down. Instead, you could just provide the user base the tools to actually go out there and gain and garner the data. And as we know, data is one of the most valuable things out there, and DeFi itself being rich in data. And looking at Terra Classic, it's readily available at every turn. You have data streams that are gained and garnered direct from the layer one chain. You really can't beat it at this point. So just going on to this quickly before we dive onto the TNA side of this video and really wrap up the week here going into the weekend. The market itself is bracing for around 2.25 billion in options expiry, and that is sitting at around 1.97 billion in Bitcoin options, with a max paying price of $82,000. And then they're saying 280 million in Ethereum options, sitting at a max paying of $1,600. Market participants expect sharp price movements as traders adjust their positions around these critical price points. Discussions among enthusiasts suggest possibles for both breakouts and increased market turbulence, advising traders to be vigilant and manage risks effectively. From what I understand, this could be positive or it could be negative, and it will be dependent on how the price settles and how people really adjust themselves around those critical price points that I mentioned here. So there could be more volatility, there could be more uncertainty, but it's all going to be reactionary dependent. It's going to be down to how everybody moves based on what's going on. Is Donald Trump going to throw down more tariffs? Is there going to be more uncertainty? Is there going to be more doubt in the market? And more importantly, right now, is gold going to continue rising? Are people going to take more profits? Is this thing going to keep cooking off? Or are we going to see gold settle back down and then hopefully the digital markets start to move back upwards? What you really want to see is BTC pushing upwards with this, and it would really show that there is a comparison and a direct link between gold and Bitcoin being new age digital gold. But right now, we're really not seeing that general connection. Now we've got up to date on the general market, let's take a look and wrap the week up with some price analysis on Terra Luna Classic. And we've been speaking this week about the pattern that's playing out. It's either a descending triangle or it's going to be a triple bottom, and it's all going to be determined on what happens externally to our ecosystem, thus the need to pay attention to what's going on outside of Luna Classic. Now, if we do break out of this pattern, you're going to have 4 areas of resistance, and these are going to be areas you're going to want to pay the most attention to, because the generalized area of safety right now is up here. This is back onto that trend line we were walking before the Trump dump came in, and this is the best eventuality from my perspective to actually fight our way back up into that area. If we are to fight our way back up, we've got 4 areas of key resistance, and the first one being the initial break, leaving us with 3 areas after that. We're going to need a lot of positive momentum from the community, a lot of support, a lot of good news going out, people reporting on the tools that are available, showing the dApps, the protocols, the ins and outs and the ups and downs, and then seeing more positivity rolling out from all of this spending we're probably going to be doing in the future as an ecosystem. And we are, I'm always generally quite honest on this channel. I'm not going to hide the fact that, yeah, we are sitting at an all-time low. We've been in this area previously, as I've said and mentioned before the Trump dump back in July 2024. We sat in this area only for a short amount of time, and then we got ourselves back up onto that trend line, and we started to look at more positive days ahead. I'm hoping that the eventuality is going to be bullish. We're going to see that triple bottom play out, because if it does, it's going to send a huge amount of confirmation out there into a market that is effectively been in a bear cycle. People are going to be looking for investments. Every single person out there, including yourself, is probably thinking, what should I get involved in if the market does begin to go upwards? And if you're not, you're probably not planning for the future as you should be with a trader's mind. Now, from my perspective, this thing really could go up. It really could go down. We do not want it to go down, because this would then send LUNC even lower. We would achieve a lower all-time low. It's not something that any of us want to see happen. But again, Murphy's Law, it's an eventuality. We're not going to hide that fact on the channel. We're not just going to be a hype yes man. We're going to give you the relevant information. If we do clear above this area here, there's not much resistance past that because of the speed in which we actually came down. The likelihood is we would excel from this area here back up onto that trend line and hopefully just begin treading it once again. Now, in the eventuality that we do not break this trend line over the weekend, don't get disgruntled, because the likelihood is this pattern is still playing out. It's still moving on course, and it's just going to tighten up as it gets in to that deciding moment of it being a descending triangle or being a bullish triple bottom. But let me know what you guys think. Is it a triple bottom? Is it a descending triangle? Are we walking into a zone of volatility? Are we going to see it move upwards? Are we in the altcoin season, as they say? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you're doing this weekend, and just stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and I'll catch you in the next one.